A group, the Coalition of Civil Society Groups for Transparency and Accountability, has said the recently introduced cybersecurity levy is in the best interest of all Nigerians. According to the group, painful as this may be, the levy is inevitable if the country must achieve the overall vision of the Cybercrimes Prohibition, Prevention, etc. Amendment Act 2024. The group called on Nigerians to embrace it and support the full implementation of this cybercrimes levy. Convener of the group, Comrade Igwe Ude Umanta, at a press conference in Abuja Saturday, distanced the office of the National Security Adviser as the collector of the levy. They also called on the federal government to engage the citizen on what the levy is all about.
We must, as a country, never lose sight of the menace of cyber crimes, that is internet-assisted crimes, including fraudulent electronic mails, identity theft, pornography, hacking, cyber harassment, spamming, and automated teller machine ATM spoofing, which, apart from burgeoning in dimensions and an ever-imminent danger to national security, is also a wreck on the national economy. This affects our national economy, as the next paragraph will reveal. Global economy is expected to lose 10.5 trillion per day by 2025. This according to an international survey through international fraud known as Yahoo Yahoo. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, Nigeria is ranked 16 in cybercrime victims and internet fraud. And the internet fraud costs Nigeria as a country more than 0.8% of our gross national product, GDP, each year. This should bother us greatly, and we must be prepared to offer any sacrifice necessary to address the ever-growing problem and threat. Like we have suggested, government owes citizens a duty to explain this matter very well. It is a step in the right direction, but education is required. We need this levy. We need all the investment that we need to secure our cyber domain. Our cyberspace is very, very important because of the increasing incidents of cybercrime is always under attack, and we need to be ahead of them, and it requires this one. That should be the main discussion. Not all these discussions are going around, and we shouldn't lose sight of it. Clearly that we therefore support this levy in spite of the sacrifice we have to make. It's a necessary sacrifice for a larger national security interest. If we fail to protect our cyberspace from the menace of hackers and sundry internet criminals, the consequences will be dire, and it should be vigorously resisted and avoided. To start with, it is even strange that when the Cybercrime Act 2015, which is the precursor to the Cybercrime Prohibition, Prevention, and so on Amendment Act 2024, was under amendment, nobody pointed out any objections to Section 44(2)(a), which is now under contention. Even when there was a public hearing in the Senate to that effect, this law was not passed secretly. This law was not passed secretly. There was a civil society and media participation in the amendment, and this item was not smuggled in. It has always been there. So the opposition to it appears misplaced. Perhaps there are other things we do not know. After all, this is a security matter. And while there are those whose opposition are purely innocuous, there are surely others whose opposition to it is with criminal and unpatriotic intent. We have to stress here that we know that there are many patriotic Nigerians who are just voicing their concerns about this, and we welcome it. That is the beauty of democracy. That is the beauty of alternative thinking. We welcome and salute those Nigerians. But we also know that there are those taking advantage of those genuine opposition for criminal intent, because if you say you want to secure the cyberspace, those who commit crime in the cyberspace are worried. And so they are the people that are fueling this distortion. So those who are even in opposition but who are patriotic should be mindful not to run into the hands of these criminals.